honey bunches of oats. Hey, it's your girl Danny Santos here, back with another episode of I Be Booking, and we are on book 6, episode 6. Thank you all for coming back to my channel, to my world, and for those who are just now finding me, hold on, let me get you one time, okay? Boom, peace and blessings to you and your family, all right? Boom, let me get you one time too, all right? Ashe? Okay, welcome in, welcome on in. All right, let's get started. Today's book is entitled I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones and Gilly Siegel. Now, you may have seen a viral video of a queen speaking so eloquently and passionately about the history of this country. And she ended it by saying, "You're lucky that Black people are looking for equality and not revenge." And I said, okay. Yes, queen. Yes. And so I said, who is this? I saw her name at the bottom of the screen and I saw that she was an author of this book. So I immediately went to go find it, purchase it. And now, my friends, here we are. All right. So what is this book all about? This book follows two high school students. Lena is a Black girl and Campbell, a white girl. They are at McPherson High School. Now, the book starts off at a football game. And Campbell is working the concession stand. Now, fast forward to the game's end, everybody is swarming this concession stand, right? And people are just yelling, throwing money like, "Hey, girl, can you hurry up with my hot dog? Can I get a hot dog over here? Can you give me my soda? Girl, you moving too slow. Come on." And she's just not used to this. She's frustrated. She's flustered. It's just a mess. Now, this is where things get heated. This is where things, pick up in the story. There is a white boy behind this Black kid in line. And the white boy says, "Hey, boy, can you hurry up and get your food and get out the line?" He turns to him and says, "Who you think you talking to?" And then people start throwing them hands, okay? Everybody's fighting at this point. I'm talking about fights on fights on fights. And it is a complete mess. It's hectic. It's chaotic. The police are called. The police are shooting. One person gets killed. A lot of people are injured. Now, Lena went into the concession stand with Campbell. They're hiding out in there for a while until they decide to go into the high school. Now, they're making their way through all of this chaos to the high school where Lena calls her boyfriend. Now, I say boyfriend because Black, which is her boyfriend's nickname in the book, he kind of made me mad. Now, there are a lot of titles dropped in this book. You really have to pay attention. There's a lot of things dropped in this book. And I'm just going to pull bits and pieces from this story that I deem necessary to talk about, okay? Now, she calls her boyfriend, right? And she says, "Babe, can you come and get me? They shooting, they fighting. Can you please pick me up and take me home?" He says, "Nah, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm with my mans and them, and I'm not going to be able to make it." "Whatever do you mean, sir?" Like, what do you mean you're not going to be able to make it? I just told you what's going on. So let me just make sure I'm hearing you correctly because, I think something might be wrong with my phone. I don't know. It's been dropping calls all day. I don't know. Let me just, hold on. Hello? So you said you're not coming to pick me up. That's what you're saying. So he was like, "Oh my goodness, you're just so dramatic and whoop-de-doop-doop." And he said, "Wait a minute. Hold on. Just give me a second. Just hold on. Let me go talk to my boys." He puts her on hold, comes back and says, "Hey babe, guess what?" She's super excited by this point because she thinks that he's coming to pick her up. So he's like, "Oh my goodness, you coming to pick me up?" He was like, "Nah, but if you come to me, I'll take you home. But you got to find your way here. Let's just pause it right on here. And let's talk about this first title that's dropped. And can you guess what it is? You're daggone right. Protection, or lack thereof, for the Black woman. Okay? Now, the Black woman is the most disrespected person in America. We are not protected at all. We are not respected. We are not revered. We are not believed. We are an afterthought. And the fact that Black sat up here straight up said, oh no, you know what? I'm not going to be able to make it. I know they shooting. I know people fighting. I know you might be frightened. But honey bunches, you're going to have to find your way to me. Because I'm not coming out there. Okay? Please figure it out. What do you mean? Oh my goodness, I was so heated. I was laughing, but it's a situation where it's funny, but it's not funny. And that was the whole situation right there. I said, now, no, he didn't. Anywho, moving right along in the story. Now, the adventure begins, my friends. They have to now make their way through all of this chaos to get to him in order for him to take them home. Now, they're making their way through, making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Yeah, sorry. I mean, you just can't let the opportunity pass you by, it was just right there, they're walking through, it was just right there. I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's music playing in my head all the time. My life is a musical, and my friends are used to it by now, and now so are you. Welcome, friends, to my mind. Anyway, moving right along. So they have to make their way to Black. Now, there's a way that they can go, which will be quicker to get to the street that they need to get to, but it's blocked off. So now they have to take another route. And this way, Lena is like, this is a street that a neighborhood that you really don't want to be on. And they're walking now, Campbell and Lena are walking through this neighborhood. And so Campbell says to Lena, hey, you know people here, just go knock on some doors and see if there's anyone that can help us, or, She's like, what? What do you mean? Yeah, you know people here. So just go knock on some doors. And she was like, girl, I don't know anybody here. And the fact that you just assumed that I knew people here, why? Because I'm Black? Like, she was like, no. Oh my God, no. I didn't mean to offend. I'm just saying that you lived here longer, so you know, and all this other stuff. First of all, I don't know. Stop assuming, just like white people just always assuming some stuff. Always. And the fact that she just spoke with so much vigor was like, you know people here. What? So I'm going to pause it right here. Oh, but before, let me just read a little sentence that Lena said to Campbell. She says, exactly like a white bee moving in and trying to change the place instead of living in it like it is. Now, let's talk about another title that's dropped. Gentrification. And she's absolutely right. It's just like white people moving into a space, completely dismantling and disrupting and forcing out families from neighborhoods that they deem unfit or unsafe, and if it's not up to their standards. And I'm just like, the audacity, instead of coming into a space and observing, and I'm not saying observing to steal, culture vultures, I'm saying observing to appreciate. There is a deep-rooted history in these neighborhoods. And for you to just force us out of our homes, there is love here. There is joy. There are memories here. And people that have read this book, might think I'm just, taking it a little bit too far, or, these are just high school students. And as far as, protection, or, that's a bit much. But no, protection is protection. Doesn't matter the age. And the title, I feel as though, jumps right at you. It jumps right out the book. I mean, how could you not? This book is essentially two females making their way through this city, like surviving the night, because there are a lot of things that transpires. There are a lot of things being said, and in order to survive, they have to stay together. Now, I did a little bit of research because I wanted to see other people's thoughts and opinions on this book. And I saw that one person really didn't like the ending of the book. And, to each his own, you're entitled to your opinion. But in my opinion, and I'm just looking at it in a different way. In my opinion, now you're the author. It allows you to finish this piece for yourself. What do you think happens with these girls? And I love that the book ended that way. So I am a huge fan of this book. It's a page turner for sure. I'm Not Dying With You Tonight. Get your hands on it. And that concludes this episode. All right, come back to me. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. Y'all know the deal. All right, but come back to me. We will be on episode 7, book 7. All right, bye.